So every year, at least one Kino game comes out. Believe it or not, every year since gaming has existed, at least one Kino game has come out. And what I'm going to do is try and list every Kino game from every year, starting in 1993, because no Kino released before that. So in the year of our Lord, 1993, that's where I'm starting off with, I'm going to pick something that's relatively uncontroversial, I would hope. Most Kino game that came out this year is Megaman X. If you play this game, you know why it's Kino. Look at it. Look how fast look at him dash. That's cool. You can't deny that's not cool. Speaking of fast characters, I guess most Kino game of 1992 is Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know. I can't. I mean Sonic 2. I don't know. I just think it'd be weird for me to talk about like a fast blue character without bringing up, you know, the fast blue character. Anyways, yeah, 1993, Mega Man X. If you disagree, kill yourself. I know what you're all saying. What am I gonna pick for 1994? Maybe Final Fantasy VI. Maybe I'm not. In 1994, Super Metroid came out. Supra Metroid for the Super Nintendo. See, a little bit of a connection. I doubt most people noticed it back in the day. That's my pick for the most Kino game of all time. It's a masterpiece, and if you disagree, you think it's too hard, get good. Get real. I beat this game for the first time ever when I was like 7 without a guide, so if you can't beat it, you're just a fake gamer, I guess. Now, don't crucify me for what I'm about to say. For 1995, it's another Mega Man game, Mega Man 7, because I cannot think of any Kino games that are released in 1995 off the top of my head. This thing is unscripted, I don't have a plan in mind. I thought about it while washing my hands after going to the bathroom, and I figured I have to make it ASAP. Contrary to popular belief, this is the best Mega Man classic game.
But 7 suck big dinosaur balls!
Not the best one overall. The best one overall is Mega Man 03, obviously. But when it comes to classic games, this is the best. Followed by Rockman and Forte. And then, I don't know, Mega Man 4 probably. But yeah, 1995, most Kino game of the year, Mega Man 7. 1996, this is when real Kino starts releasing. And in 1996, what's the most Kino game of this year? The original Resident Evil. Okay, just listen to this music, look at this fun, stunning, amazing gameplay. If you don't think this is fun, 97. You know what came out in 1997? Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, that's my pick for the most Kino game of all time. It's not the best Final Fantasy game. That goes to FF8, because FF8 is great. But for most Kino game of the year, yeah, makes sense. May as well be. Oh, 1996, a special shout out to Revelations Persona. No, not the original Japanese release. I mean Revelations Persona with Mark and all the classic things. So 1998. That's when the real Kino of the video games industry starts dropping. We get Half-Life, and Resident Evil 2, and Sonic Adventure, and Metal Gear Solid. But my pick is probably going to Half-Life. With a special shout out to all the games I just listed, whatever they are. They didn't win, so it doesn't really, who cares. 1999. This was the year that time forgot. Because no Kino came out this year, 1999. I'm struggling to think of some 1999 Kino games. There's FF8. There's Persona 2 Innocent Sin. There's you know what? We're gonna go with Persona 2 Innocent Sin is the most Kino game of the year. Persona 2 Tsumi Innocent Sin, only released in Japan, LMAO. Yeah, that's most Kino game of the year, confirmed. And 2000, 2000 is easy. Oh wait, did Silent Hill come out in 1999? If so, I'm not gonna research, I'm bored. If so, that's most Kino game of the year. But if it didn't come out in 1999, then Persona 2 is most Kino game of the year. Persona 2 Innocent Sin, to be specific. Now I know what you're all saying. What about the year 2000? Well, it's pretty easy. Most Kino game of the year 2000 is Jet
Set Radio!
Now, the previous however many years, past 7 years, they've been pretty Kino, I'll admit. But 2001 is when the video game industry got real, with the release of the PS1 and with the release of the PS2 in North America. Now I know it came out the year prior in Japan, but nobody lives there. So who cares? Get real. 2001, the answer is kind of obvious. It's Silent Hill 2. I streamed the entire game however many months ago because I was so angry at the remake because I thought it sucked. And if you haven't watched it, go watch. It's only like 6 hours long. And I've been on and off working on cutting that down into a shorter video. It'll be out when it's out, sometime in the next decade probably. 2002. And that was a good year for gaming. 2002, we got Metroid Fusion. We got Metroid Prime. My pick for most Kino game of the year, by the way, is Metroid Prime. I'm not going to talk about this game too much, because I'd like to make a video about it one day, but I will say this. Metroid Prime is the only game that I played with extremely high expectations, and my expectations were actually surpassed, because I've heard for years how this is the best game of all time or whatever, and so for Christmas of 2022, I asked for a GameCube and I copied Metroid Prime. I already had a Wii, by the way. I don't know why I asked for a GameCube. The disk drive didn't work, but my Wii is hacked. I hacked it as soon as I got it. But anyways, I got a GameCube and I got a copy of Metroid Prime. And I played it, I had high expectations, and it surpassed even those. So that's my most Kino game of the year for 2002. What came after 2002, you're all wondering? 2003? What the fuck? And speaking of Kino that came out in 2003, you know the answer. You know the answer. It's
Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne.
I'm pretty sure it came to America in 2003. I know it came out in Japan in 2003, probably. I don't know, but that's most Kino game of all time. It's kind of like the Dark Souls of JRPGs. It's kind of like the darker, edgier older brother of Persona, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's most Kino game of the year. 2003, 2004, 2005, shout out to Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 respectively. But they're not the most Kino games of that year. Because in 2004, we got a little known game called Half-Life 2. But that's not my award for most Kino game of the year. I just want to talk about it because you have to bring it up in a video of best games ever or whatever. Nah, but for real though, my pick for game of the year, not game of the year, most Kino game of the year, 2004, is obviously the greatest game of all time, Metroid... Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, I'm sorry. That's what I get for thinking we'll do it live, I guess. But, like I said just 10 seconds ago or whatever, this is the greatest game of all time, still to this day, bar none. There's other amazing games, but that's the most bestest game of all time ever. Confirmed. 2005 just called January 11th, 2005, Pacifically. You know what game came out that day? I'll give you 5 seconds to comment your answer. Resident Evil 4. If you did not guess Resident Evil 4, you have to like and subscribe and smash that like button and hit the little tickle the little bell, join my server in the description. If you did guess Resident Evil 4, do the exact same thing, but give yourself a little pat in the back as a treat. Thank you for it, pal. Anyways, maybe not second best game of all time, but one of my favorites, if not my favorite game of all time. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 words you can say to talk about Kino this game is.
Where's everyone going?
Now 2006, that's a tough year. As far as I can tell, No Kino came out that year. Oh, also 2001 and 2005. Shout out to Pikmin 1 and 2 respectively. But 2006, yeah, in 2006, no Kino games came out. Not a single one. So this is the worst year for gaming by far. That was when the PS3 launched. It had no games at launch. Kind of like the PS5 nowadays. Except, as you'll see later on this list, the PS3 got games eventually. PS5 still has none. Anyways, in 2007, we got Portal, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, TF2. The orange box came out this year, October 10th, 2007. So, a lot of, Kino games come out that day. And, I don't know, Mario Galaxy. I guess Mario Galaxy came out that year too, but my pick goes to Portal. It would have been TF2, but that game has changed so much since launch. It's like a whole different game, and I've never played the original 2007 version of the game, so my pick goes to Portal. The best game of 2008? Sorry. The most Kino game of 2008? Sorry. It's not a game. It's a movie. Metal Gear Solid 4. Sons of the Patriots. It's got great ragdoll physics, great voice acting. It's very cinematic. The cutscenes are beautiful. The QTEs are fun. There's some gameplay sprinkled in between all the cutscenes. A lot of people say it's the worst Metal Gear game, and to that I say it's not worse than Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear Solid Survive. I just remember GTA 4 came out this year. It's a pretty good pick too, I guess. 2009. That's the year some of you guys were born, probably. Don't watch my videos if so. That year, the games that came out were Demon Souls, Batman Arkham Asylum, all the classics came out that year. There's probably a port of Resident Evil 4. I think the Zeebo version, or like the Pocket Edition, came out that year. A lot of great picks that year. But my pick is going to go to... You know what? I'll say Batman Arkham Asylum, because I played that game a million times over the years. One time, I was hanging out at my friend, Goofy and Fun-Loving Guy's house. I was like 11 or 12 on his Xbox 360, and he was playing, well, I was playing through Batman Arkham Asylum on the hard mode, which was very good for me when I was a young boy. And I got to the second to last fight with the 2 Titanite demons, and the power kept going out. So, and I had to redo it like over and over again, so I hate that. But actually, it's the most Kino game of the year. Now, 2010 is when the most Kino game of all time came out. I'm not joking. Honorable mentions: Heavy Rain, Red Dead Redemption. We got the most Kino game of all time this year. Deadly Premonition for the Xbox 360. Spoiler alert, this is the most Kino game of all time. And every game after this, well, yeah, they're Kino. Every game before this, they're Kino, but in comparison to Deadly Premonition, yeah, no, sorry. 2011, the answer is pretty obvious. It's Dark Souls. This game changed my life. I beat it with keyboard and mouse, so such my cock if you think the game's too hard. Yeah, greatest game of all time. 2012 onward. There's not really much. I think in 2014, we got Dark Souls 2 and Lisa the Painful. Can't forget that. 2016, we get Dark Souls 3. In 2013, there's SMT4. 2017, Cuphead. 2019, Disco Elysium. 2018, Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2. And 2024, obviously, SMT5 Vengeance and Crow Country. I mean, come on. And this year, I don't know actually what Kino came out this year, but I did it. It only took me like half a year of editing, but I did it. I finished. I've listed every Kino game ever. Now, I got nothing. Be sure to like the video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya. Heavy Rain.